Welcome back to another Tera Plays Tera video. So in today's video, what I want to go over is what it kind of looks like when you first start Tera Memos. For anyone new to PC Tera and basically the Menma server, there's going to be quite a few things to look out for. Now, I chose to do Reaper because I do want to start playing Reaper as well on PC. I want to get into what some of the differences are. But today's guide is basically just what it's going to look like when you start Tera Menma. You cannot skip any of the tutorials from what I've noticed. So I did choose Reaper. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to play through the Reaper tutorial. So we're going to go through that together. But not only that, but I want to go over kind of like some of the key items to look out for. Now, the first thing is, I do apologize, I opened it up. You're going to get a box similar to this, but you can open it, and it will contain this level 70 scroll, a Velika Banquet souvenir, some external gear token, and a few of these other items that you see that I've gotten. So, this is important because when you open up that box, you get a lot of good goodies for level 70. And like I showed, you don't even have to level up. You have a level 70 gear. Now, when I did my first character, when I did Mifba the warrior, I couldn't use this right away. And it seems like you're not eligible to use that as well here. So they want you to play through at least the first set of tutorial. So I'm going to go through that. Probably like try to speed it up, potentially. And yeah, there's just all sorts of stuff you want to go through. Now, another thing to go over that I want to talk about before I go too far is that Memos was kind enough to reach out to me the last time when we spoke about controller inputs, and he or she, I do apologize, Menma, did mention that there's nothing they can currently do. And that's okay, you know, right now the controller input's a little funky, but there is a game file that I'm going to look into that actually Menma told me about, and that I could maybe reconfigure that game file to work better with controller. So that's going to be something I'm excited to look into, and maybe I can talk to Menma about if I fix the issues I'm having and can look into what other people's issues are. Maybe I can look at just making some server files for everyone and getting those out there for people to just help console players transition. But I will say overall, I've been transitioning pretty well with using keyboard and mouse. I'm not as fast as I'd like to be, but I have gone through the transition, I think, nicely. I'm not doing, like, crazy high damage, but I'm able to sustain where I wanted to be after a week on my warrior, and that's more than I could have asked for. So, for right now, like I said, I'm going to speed up and play through the rest of the Reaper campaign, and we'll see you guys on the other side.
Trance and doing a Apache devil dance. Restless view filled with power. Frankenstein's of the witching hour. Bloodshot eyes, fatigued and lost, praying for the morning at all costs. The clock strikes 12 and the curtains rise. Another 7 hours of demons in the skies. Yeah, that's right. Insomniacs. The clock strikes 12 and the curtains rise. Another 7 hours of demons in the skies. Yeah, that's like for me. Hey, 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 hey. The sun will rise, but the night is young, and we'll still be up and on the run. Another night of not counting the sheep. Insomniacs, Insomniacs like for me. Insomniacs, Insomniacs like for me. Insomniacs, hey. Insomniacs, hey. Insomniacs. Welcome to our world. Insomniacs, hey. On the world, hey. Here, let's give you a tour. Insomniacs of the world, hear this tune, give it a whirl. The time is now to break the trance, do an Apache devil dance. The clock strikes 12 and the curtains rise. Another 7 hours of demons in the skies. Yeah, that's right for me. Hey, 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 hey. The sun will rise, but the night is young, and we'll still be up and on the run. Another night of not counting the sheep.
Alright. So now that we are officially done with the tutorial guide, and we've, like I said, that whole portion is going to be sped up. So if you're like, why is that so fast? If you played through any of the tutorials of this, you shouldn't really need to see that. That's not the point of this video. The point now that we've reached is now that that's finished, and whether if you do any character or Reaper, you have to do their version of the tutorial. And then you'll officially unlock this level 70 scroll. All this other stuff you see in my inventory is really not necessary. We'll put on the Tera pink goth. But it's just cosmetic. It's some extra stuff, except for what you get out of the level 70 box. So this innerwear you're gonna want to keep on to, the Federation supply, all that stuff. Anything extra you get from the tutorial you can just kind of get rid of. So I'm actually going to do that now. Just want to clear out this stuff so that you guys can see. Because we don't need any of this gear. It's just going to be in our inventory, in our way, or when we open up all the stuff we have to open up. If you have the elite status or Memos variant, the Tera Club, you don't have to worry about teleport scrolls as well. You have your village atlas. We'll put those on. And so now it's like I just opened up the level 70 box. I want to click on the level 70 scroll, and now I'm automatically level 70, and I have my Apex skills completely unlocked. The next portion of what I can do is use my Velika's Banquet to get an extra few points. I also will want to open up my Federation supply box that they were kind enough to give us. And this gives you all of your Heroic Oath, jewelry and brooch and those kinds of goodies. So we're gonna go over to the power. Obviously, we also don't need these anymore. Oh, dragging them, some in there. So I can get rid of this. And what you're gonna do is now you have a few options actually. You can unlock some of your Heroic Oath gear, as it's some stuff you're gonna want. Mainly the belt is a piece that we'll focus on. And just go through and select what you want for your roles. This is just normal Tera stuff. Now, the next thing I want to point out is these internal gear token box. Menma's server is very nice to give you one of these boxes that gives you 1,000 of these tokens. This is amazing. So with this, you can buy your accessories. This is what you would upgrade your Heroic Oath to when you get ready to. But they actually allow you to get it right off the spot. And you can get the crit or power variant. Do you know these do say PvP? There is no difference from the PvP to the PvE variant on Memos, except for that the PvE does not say PvE, it just says Carving Radiant Earring, or the Pumped Radiant Earring, whichever version you go with. And basically what this does that you'll want to watch out for is that the PvP, if people inspect you, they'll know you just bought it from the shop as of now. Whereas if you don't have that MT PvP special, it's known that you actually upgraded your own jewelry. But, I mean, when you're first starting out, if you want to get the higher jewelry, you can. I'm currently not going to grab any because I want to figure out Reaper's Crit first. And then if you want to grab your Halodomes and Relics, your Circlet, that is also under accessories. You can also buy the PvP ones and just have your tier 5s right from the start. And then you can run your dungeons to earn your actual ones later on. As well as I will grab my Bahar Mask now. And that's another very nice thing, is that you can immediately just get a singular, energetic, power bitter, keen Bahar Mask. So within that, those are just the things I'm going to grab from that section. Miscellaneous, we want to grab a very specific box. I want to say it's the Amarons. Yes, so you're going to want to get one Amaron's Wisdom box. This will allow you to go through your skill advancement and your EP system right from the start. You won't have to actually unlock or level or do any of that. This box right here, Memos was nice enough to give new players through the shop, and it just unlocks everything for you, basically. And then, of course, if you want your gear set, you can go through and pick whatever gear set you want to run. So I'm gonna look through real quick and see what Reaper should potentially run. That's decreased skill cooldowns, increased PvP damage, harmonies, decreased skill damage, increased attack speed. Increase skill damage, reduce damage taken. So, I'm just gonna grab this first series then for now. But you can go through and grab whatever you want. Realistically, you're not gonna want to sit in this gear too long anyway, because we're going to show you how to work up to Annihilation gear as it is. And that's the majority of what you want. Yeah, so that's just a PvP item. You can also buy your etchings here, but I would suggest not to worry too much about your etchings until a bit later when you get your Annihilation and or Kaya's gear. Definitely Annihilation if you're looking at being in Annihilation. You can also buy your crystals from here too. So now I can just apply these. I could apply my Bahar mask. I could apply this innerwear that they gave me. We can apply the brooch for now. We want power 3 and we want crit 6 for right now. And apply the brooch. Now, another thing I want to point out is that on PC, you actually have...
Relax, I've got it covered.
Not the crystal. I mentioned last episode or last video about the tokens and stuff. But another thing to look at is the... if I can find it. Equipment. Okay, I think it's this.
You need me, or can I just chill out?
Person then, or I have to go to High Watch. Yes, we have to go to High Watch. There is the resizers to change what
You talking to me?
specialty merchants have it. Yeah, I believe there's a specialty merch then in High Watch I'll show later that allows you to change whether if you want power or crit jewelry. That's very important, and I do want to go over because we only have right now crit on us, so I do want to show how to change all of that. The next important thing I want to open up is this little box. We want to make sure you select the class for you. This is also going to give us... oh no, this is the gear you want. I apologize. I went ahead and grabbed PvP gear like a dummy. Priest. Sick ninja. Creepers. So we select this box. And this box now is going to give us our proper gear. I do apologize. I got ahead of myself. This gear is PvP and other... but as you can see, you can get, you know, you can get PvP gear if you want PvP from this token shop. And there is, like I said, this important box that you want to get from that anyway. We then put this gear on. Again, you're not going to be in this gear for long. You're going to want to move right from this gear to Annihilation gear as quick as you can. I would suggest that you probably don't even need to really enchant this gear, because the amount of Annihilation gear you can get is pretty quick. So now we open up our wisdom box, and this gives us all of our stuff to get the skill advancement. So we use this little book. Now we have all of them, and it also gives us all the stuff. The only thing we need to pull out is some gold. The game shouldn't register
You're from the Federation.
that you need that gold. It just kind of does. And I'll have to swap over to my warrior and grab some gold, unless I can sell some of these actually. Do I have sapphires I can sell as well? Not looking like it. Alright, that's fine. So, come to the merch.
Don't waste my time.
We're just gonna sell some of the rubies that we already have. Like I said, you'll most likely have a good source of gold pretty quickly as well. And now, as you can see, we have all of our glyph points to spend. We have our advanced skills, and you want to come and unlock all the ones you can. I'm gonna read real quickly through to see what I want for Reaper. That's PvP. Interesting. So it's either going to be torn between this one and this one that I want. And then I could just select this. Confirm. Come here. Select this. Confirm. And now this is basically done. I could unlock that one. Some of these skills are glitched and you can't unlock them all. We're going to come to Shadow Reaping. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna want this one. So I come here, I use these materials, I confirm, and now I have that unlocked. Again, you can unlock other ones. It does give you enough to unlock everything, as you can see. Like, if I did go back to Smite, I do have enough of materials to unlock this. So I could just unlock it. But I'm gonna want to equip that one. And same one with Shadow Reaping. I could unlock both of these. You know, just go through and unlock it if I really wanted to. And everything's now unlocked. Every class has that opportunity. Now I could come through here, and you just want to advance all of this all the way up to the max skill. So I'm gonna do that right now, and I'll probably speed this portion of the video up as well for y'all. As you can see here too, it wants me to have gold. It's not actually consuming any of my gold, as you can see here. I still have this 13k. As long as you have the gold in your inventory, it won't consume it. It just wants to register that you have that amount. I don't know if that is a glitch that Menma's team is looking at fixing. But for right now, you know, go ahead and level everything up. I believe they purposely did that so people can just push through this leveling up system. That they wanted to take away the grind of that so people could just play the game for right now. And as you can see, now we have all of our EP system or skill advancement. I bet we'll get into the EP system. We have all of our skill advancement 100% complete on a character we just made maybe an hour ago, give or take. Like I said, I could go through. I have all my glyph points available. All my skills are unlocked. I even have the awakening skills. All of my passives. So on and so forth. So that is the basics of just getting to level 70 on Memos. Now, I've not actually done it officially. I've only done it through this method of what the server gives me. So that's something to take in consideration if you do want to go through it, that you'll have to go through. I'm sure there are plenty of guides out there from Tera PC on leveling through. The last thing I want to go over, I want to check if I have Annihilation gear that I can open up. No, so we'll do Annihilation gear the next time. I'll, save some gear off to the side when I collect it. I'll open up the boxes. I'll show off what it looks like opening up Annihilation gear, what it looks like enchanting Annihilation gear. But to let new players know what you want to do at this point. Why don't I see dungeons? Oh. Yeah. Because I have to equip jewelry. So we'll do that in a second. I would rather show off first changing your gear. Because I think this is very important. Especially people who know how much crit they want to run. I believe I don't want to go full crit on Reaper on here. I've heard that PC has dropped the crit. But you want to go to a magical merchant or a magical materialist. Come to talk to him. And you want to get the stuff that's called the uncommon accessory morpher or the ancient accessory morpher. Yeah, so you want the uncommon because it changes the powerful to a crit accessory and vice versa. So let's say I want to get 1, 2, 3. Let's say I want to try that for now. What I will do is I will come to my inventory. And let's say I want to do... Alright, so I have to go through and select these. We're gonna do HP, endurance HP, hit config, do the necklace, away, do 4 power, save, confirm. So I did 1 earring, I did a necklace, I did do a ring, increase power, yep, increase crit, yep. Alright, confirm effects. Then what I'll do is I want to change these 3. I'll right click on this, I'll right click on this, or I guess right left click. Comes up, and now this will be a powerful necklace. And then do it to this guy. And you can keep doing this back and forth, testing your crit to figure out what you want your crit to be. Like I said, do be wary. There are also, if we go into here, accessories, we want to grab halodromes and relics. So I'm going to go with this one for now. And I'm gonna go with the power relic for now. So now I have officially everything for my Reaper that I can apply all this stuff. When you change it, you do have to select its qualities, select its effects. So it is a process, but once you get all of it done, you're good to start playing through dungeons. Again, no, please, Reaper mains, I will eventually figure out crit. Don't scream at me about, oh, you don't have the right setup. I don't know what my setup I want even on here is. And I haven't even talked to Reapers on this platform to figure out what is the better setup. I'm just kind of going with a vague setup that I remember from Xbox a bit. It's been a while since Xbox now, or console I should say, has stigmas. The crit numbers have completely changed for Reaper in like last year. More than a year at this point, but alright, so now we're officially 453. As you can see, we have all of our gear on. We could come to dungeons, and for the most part, you're going to want to run Lidless Keep because you want to earn the Exodore Weapon Random Box and the Exodore Armor Random Box. These are going to give you your Annihilation Gear. And basically, Annihilation Gear, when you open it, you roll it, and it just rolls with random rolls. For armor weapon, you want to try to get a 3 or 4 stat weapon, which means you get to pick your top roll and 3 bottom rolls if it's a 4 stat. If it's a 3 stat, you only get to pick the bottom 3 rolls. You can't pick the top roll. Like I said, I will go over more of that stuff next time, but for now, that's about it. And if anyone from Menma sees this and you feel I completely forgot something, I did forget something. I forgot to show the EP system. See, this is why we do these things. EP. As you can also see, I have 500 EP points. I am not going to put any of them in because I don't want to mess up my system. You do have 5 slots, just like you do for your glyphs, just like you do have already for your skills or for your gear slots. You have all these slots that are already unlocked, so you can do whatever combinations you want. But yeah, here's the EP system, and you can see I am maxed out. I didn't have to do anything to get that. It just gives you it. Memos server is really amazing for taking the long, annoying portion of the Tera grind and breaking it down to just dungeons. Just go in, having fun in dungeons, and if you already have Tera knowledge, which, as I see, I'm presenting this to the Xbox community, giving them info of what it's like swapping over, or the console community, I apologize, console community, not just Xbox. You guys already know kind of how the game works. You know how your skills work, you know how your chains work. You will have to change some stuff up because, you know, one thing I was unaware of is that warriors actually use combative strike in this version, along with blade waltz. So your rotation is going to change, your crit's going to change. All that stuff's like learning the game all over again. You get to work with the EP system, you get to work with advancement skills. Really fun stuff. But you already know the basics of how the game works. As someone who's, if you've gone to AAHM, you understand mechanics, you understand the game itself. It's now just applying your knowledge and rerouting what you need to get this down. So, I believe that's everything. We almost forgot the EP system there, which I do apologize. I'm glad I double checked to show that, hey look, yeah, you get all of that too. It's already done. You don't have to go through it. You just gotta figure out what you want for it and apply it. But as I said, anyone from Memos, I hope you enjoy and hope you feel this is good. If there's anything I forgot, go ahead and go in the comments section and let me know. Let anyone who's coming to the server who's new know important stuff that maybe I don't know. I'm new, I think it's my second week, so I'm sure I forgot something. If you're coming over from console and you're like, you got questions, you're not sure what's going on, go ahead and put stuff down in the comments as well, and if I can help out, I'll gladly help out. And if you stump me, then there's always the Discord community that if you're like, hey, can you reach out to them, I can for you. Or you can just join the community. I will link their Discord in this video as well, since it is a Tera Memos video. So, as always, that's about it. Hope to see y'all in Arboreal.